They fought for freedom, but could they now agree on how to live free? In 1787, 13 young states came together to write the rules of a new world. What happens after a revolution? You build a nation from scratch. The war was over. The British were gone. The United States of America had won its independence. But victory brought a new question. How do you hold freedom together? By 1787, the young nation was fragile. The states were divided, each acting like its own country. The Articles of Confederation, their first government, was weak. There was no president, no national court, and barely any money to run the new nation. Farmers were rioting, trade was collapsing, and many wondered, had the revolution been for nothing? So, delegates from every state gathered in Philadelphia, inside the same Independence Hall where the Declaration had been signed 11 years earlier. What began as a simple meeting to fix the Articles became something far more ambitious, the writing of a brand new government, the U.S. Constitution. Among them were George Washington, elected to lead the convention, James Madison, the brilliant thinker who became its architect, Benjamin Franklin, now old and wise, and Alexander Hamilton, a fiery voice for a strong union. For 4 long months they argued, debated, and compromised. Should big states have more power than small ones? Should slaves be counted as part of the population? How do you balance freedom with order? The hall was hot and tense. Windows were shut to keep secrets inside. Outside, citizens wondered what was happening behind those doors. Inside, history was being written. From that struggle emerged the Constitution, a document built on 3 simple ideas: liberty, balance, and power divided. They created 3 branches: executive, legislative, and judicial, so no one person could rule like a king. They added checks and balances to prevent tyranny, and they began the framework for the Bill of Rights, ensuring individual freedoms for generations to come. When Washington finally signed the Constitution on September 17, 1787, Franklin looked around and said, "I have often looked at the sun carved on the back of the president's chair. Now I know it is a rising sun, not a setting sun." Those words captured the spirit of the moment, a new dawn for a new nation. But not everyone agreed. Some feared the new Constitution gave too much power to the government. Others wanted more guarantees for the people. So, they argued, they wrote essays, the Federalist Papers, to convince Americans to trust the new system. Eventually, in 1789, the Constitution was ratified. George Washington became the first president. The dream that began with rebellion was now a working government, fragile, imperfect, but alive. The U.S. Constitution remains one of humanity's most enduring blueprints for democracy. It showed the world that freedom needs more than passion, it needs structure, vision, and unity. Even today, when debates rage in Congress or courts, the voices of 1787 still echo, reminding every generation that a nation built on ideas must always defend them.